Hello guys, today we are going to be reacting to some more Tyler Vitelli. Since the last one is over not 65. It is at 65 views, and remember I said when our channel was going to be thriving this year? I did not mean it to go like this, but thank you guys. Just this time, I hope my channel can grow faster this year. Okay. And it's all been really, really busy with, the drop of Chapter 5 of Poppy Playtime and all the other new stuff. But yeah. Also, guys, I hope you're having a good day. And let's get into it. Make sure that my iPad doesn't fall. That'll mess up the whole recording. Where's the remote? Where's the remote? Hold up, guys, I'll be right back. Actually, here it is. Okay, just hold up, guys. We are going to be watching one of his latest videos. And some funny skits about him. But mostly, this video is just going to be about some of his factual stuff. Because tonight he's doing a stream of finishing Poppy Playtime 5. So I'll tag him in the video. So, or I guess that'll mean that they'll come to the video and watch it. I mean, it feels really honored for a big YouTuber such as Tyler Vitelli to be watching my videos.
Do you believe a lot of dumb things?
Right here. We're gonna react to the full one tomorrow. Anyway, let's watch this one. Watch this first one.
Do you believe a lot of dumb things when you're a kid? Like if you swallow a piece of gum, it'll stay in your stomach for 7 years. So let's talk about some of the lies we all fell for when we were younger and how I found out that these lies weren't even real. Because looking back, we were all pretty stupid growing up. And between you and me, some of us still are. Wait, no, I wasn't talking about myself. Whatever, let's just get into it. So you might think to yourself, where did we even hear all these lies we believed as kids? Well, lucky for you, I know the answer. It was our parents. They were always the ones gaslighting us into believing things that weren't true. And they weren't even good lies. Like you would be passing by McDonald's and say, "Hey mom, can we get some food?" And she'd just be like, "Nah, McDonald's is closed." First off, last time I checked, McDonald's is not Chick-fil-A. They don't close on any day. They would stay open during the apocalypse. And second of all, I literally could see people in the drive-thru. But why would parents lie to us as kids? They're the ones who tell us that lying is bad and we shouldn't do it. Well, I've interviewed my mom to find out exactly why parents did this, and this was her answer. This is actually a direct quote from her. Here we go. "Well, you were a very annoying kid growing up, and the only way I could get you to listen or behave was by lying to you." Thanks for the insight, Mom. I understand it now. I would have lied to me too. But the first big lie I believed as a child wasn't because of my parents. And technically, it might actually be true.
This video is 17 minutes long.
The lie
I do not know if I'm gonna make a part 2, but
when I wasn't looking. Growing up, I was so confident
yeah,
this was
you
real.
can watch the
Toy Story or just straight up schizophrenia, but I
original
was
video
convinced that the second I
without
left
my
room, my stuffed animals were throwing
annoying
parties, gossiping about
interruptions.
me, everything. I had evidence because when I was younger, my toys kept
So
disappearing. I'd
just
have a stuffed dog one day, and then
next
later,
when you
gone.
get
I'd
onto
a toy from
YouTube,
McDonald's when my mom finally would take me, but 3 days passed, it's nowhere to be seen. So in my mind, there was only one explanation.
after this video, just search up Tyler Vitelli and watch this video. It was made about 4 days ago, 3 days ago.
I wasn't looking. I wouldn't even blame them for that one, to be honest. I farted so hard one time, my hamster had a stroke. Those poor little creatures will die over anything. I mean, I wouldn't have even been surprised if there was a Reddit page the toys made just dedicated to hating on me. So to prove my theory right, I made a plan to catch my toys in the act. So I asked my parents for a motion sensor for Christmas, which they were really confused about, but I'm pretty sure they just figured this was my autism special interest at the time. So they bought it for me, and I set it up in my room. And then I put all my toys in a pile together and aimed the sensor right at them. But here was the weird part. My toys were still disappearing. Then one day, I'm sitting in the living room, and I hear this noise coming from under the couch. So I get down on the floor, and I look behind the couch. I'm thinking maybe a mouse is stuck under there, but what I actually saw shocked me, because underneath that couch was every single toy I thought ran away. My tiny stuffed dog, my kids' meal toys, my LeBron plush toy, all just completely covered in dust. Some of them were missing eyes because my cat must have been getting weird with them, so I grabbed them out from under the couch, and then my cat proceeded to take one from my hand and run away. That's when I realized he was the guilty one this whole time. He was stealing all my toys and playing with them, and then eventually losing them under the couch. So I did the only thing I could do in this situation. I fed my cat to a pack of wolves. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. It was just a joke, okay? My cat is so fat anyway that wolves wouldn't be able to eat him. But for this next lie, I was literally convinced I would die if I did it. Like, it was genuinely dangerous, and I still don't understand it. But this next lie is about the light inside your car. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you even thought about turning on that light while the car was moving at night, your parents acted like you just activated a time bomb. You're in the car and you sneeze, which makes boogers fly everywhere. So you turn the light on to clean it up. But the moment you do that, your mom goes, "Turn it off right now." The way they said it was always so panicked. Like we were seconds away from a catastrophe happening. It was as if the button for the light in our car was actually the same button that launches the nuclear missiles. So naturally, because my parents freaked out so much every time I did this, I literally thought turning on the car light at night was illegal. It was the only explanation that made sense. If a cop drove by and saw your interior light was on, you're going to jail. And then when you get to court to see how long your sentence is, you realize that your homie is the judge and he gives you life in prison just as a silly little prank. So I was terrified of that light. If my hand even grazed the switch by accident, I'd have a full panic attack. And my parents never actually explained why it was so dangerous. They just yelled whenever I pressed it, which made it worse because my child brain filled in the blanks with increasingly disturbing scenarios. Like maybe the light blinds other drivers and it will make them veer off a cliff. Maybe it's a signal to the police that there's a child in the car who's getting kidnapped. It wasn't until I was like 13 that I actually found out it wasn't illegal, because I was in the car with my friend and his mom, and he reached for the button to turn the light on. But before he could do it, I slapped his hand and went, "What are you doing? You can't do that." And he just goes,
"What are you talking about?"
and when he turned it on, nothing happened. No one died. Well, at least not in that car, because statistically, like, someone dies about every 2 seconds. So I'm sure someone in the world just did, actually. And someone also probably just did right now. But anyways, I thought I would understand why parents were so freaky about this light when I began driving. But now, I've been driving for 8 years, and I still don't understand it. Maybe I'll understand it more when I have kids, but at this point, me having kids is looking like a long shot. The worst part is, I'm scared of the dark, so I like when the light is on. And most of the lies we believed when we were younger aren't harmful at all. This next one was harmful, and it was disgusting. Because did anyone else assume growing up that actors who played relatives in movies were actually related in real life? Like Drake and Josh, or the Jonas Brothers. The logic was simple. I'm 5 years old, I'm watching a show where these people are brothers and sisters, and since I'm a dumb kid, I just assumed they must be brother and sister in reality. But what made this so disgusting was the day I watched the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you've never seen this movie, it's about a guy named Ferris Bueller, but in the movie, he has a sister named Jeannie, and in the movie, they're like normal siblings. They fight, get mad at each other, very standard brother-sister stuff. But then one day, I'm walking through the living room, and my mom's watching some entertainment news show. Then I look at the TV and see Ferris Bueller and his sister, and there they are, on a red carpet, together. Doesn't seem too weird, until they turn toward each other and kiss. Like full-on romantic kissing. Not a peck on the cheek, not a friendly hug, so I just point at the TV and go, ew. My mom looks at me, and this is how our interaction goes. "Oh, Tyler, grow up. They're just kissing." "You support this?" "Yeah, they're a cute couple. I don't see the issue with it." "Are you and Dad siblings too?" And after I said that, this was the moment I was taught that not all relatives in movies or shows are actually related in real life. So if you see someone making out with their sister on the red carpet, don't worry, it's not weird. Wait, please do not clip that out of context. Please, I'm begging you. Let's move on. Do you see this face I'm making? Well, this face is actually very dangerous, and if you try to do it, bad things may happen. Well, at least that's what I used to believe growing up, when my parents told me the lie that we've all been told before. If you keep making that face, it'll get stuck that way. This is a classic parental threat that worked way too well, because it's pretty believable. Like, if you don't know how faces work as a kid, maybe it can get stuck like this. You've never tested the limits, but I've got some trauma with this lie, because for some reason, I was obsessed with rolling my eyes back into my head when I was younger. I don't know why. It didn't serve any purpose. It wasn't even comfortable, but I discovered this weird thing my body could do, and I was gonna exploit it. So I just walk around all day with my eyes rolled back like I was possessed, and my parents hated it. It looked like this. "Hey Mom, what's up?" You're such a disappointment. Naturally, my parents
Okay,
hated it when
7 minutes. Oh! No.
5G internet
I'm
may
sorry,
sound
guys,
good
I'm
for your
sorry.
business at first,
I
until you
really
realize your
didn't
internet
mean it.
connection is unreliable and not secure.
You believe a lot of dumb things.
Don't worry, please. Don't get mad at me. I know I'm overreacting a bit, but I don't want to.
22
I
were
don't
fine. I'd be walking
really
around looking
want
like a zombie
to,
for the rest of my
you
life.
know.
Imagine trying to find a girlfriend or a job when you just look like this. Hey, baby. Want to go on a date?
I
to be
really
fair, my eyes are
didn't
fine,
want
and
to
I still don't have
disappoint
either of those things. But I'm sure there's
Oh
one to
wait,
fill.
I reached the time limit for my videos. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.